The opportunities to use technology across all different sectors, right? Whether that's in, education, logistics, healthcare, whether that's in agriculture, these are exciting problems to wake up every morning, right? And want to tackle. 100 million people, rising incomes, moving into that middle class. It's a really exciting privilege to be part of this aspiring middle class, really meeting their goals and their needs. Hello, I'm Shuyin Tang, and I'm a partner at Patamar Capital and also the founder and CEO of the Beacon Fund. The technology scene in Vietnam has changed tremendously in the 10 years that I've been here. More and more founders are seeing the potential of starting great companies. Founders with complementary skill sets are coming together, right, after having great experience both in Vietnam and also overseas. There's a huge amount of people returning to Vietnam, or Vietnamese Australians, including Vietnamese Americans, and really seeing the potential here, right, to build companies and build great things. I think if you're thinking about coming to Vietnam, I would really say keep an open mind, right? So some ways where Vietnam is actually much more advanced is, in my opinion, I think in e-commerce, for example. This really comes out when I'm chatting to my parents back in Sydney. And I'm telling them about, my e-commerce deliveries, being able to receive things within 24 hours, doing my groceries on an app, getting them, delivered to my doorstep, right, within 1 hour. And I mean, that's not something that my parents do at home with Coles and Woolies, right? These might seem like just kind of fun anecdotes, right? But I think they really do go to show how fast Vietnam is adopting technology, how fast the Vietnamese or how open-minded the Vietnamese are. So I think Vietnam still does have many traditional ways of doing things. There's still many manual processes and the bureaucracy that might seem off-putting or surprising, right, to investors or businesses wanting to do business here. But I would say, the direction is very positive. I think the government knows that technology is such an important part, right, of sustainable growth in Vietnam. And they're really genuinely trying to work to welcome more foreign investors and businesses to do business here, right? And you can see that in the increasing FDI flows every year. Vietnam is already a tech hub. So I believe last year, despite all of the challenges and COVID and everything, more than $1 billion of investment poured into Vietnam startups, right? And that's the highest ever. It's second only to Singapore and Indonesia in this region. And we already have so many famous tech household names in Vietnam, right? We have Momo, we have Tiki, we have VNG, we have VNPay. And these are names that have really emerged just in the last few years. And I guess the exciting thing is that we're also beginning to see Vietnamese companies with global reach and global recognition. Axie Infinity, right? Again, I think people were talking about that a lot in the past year. That really put Vietnam on a map, right? As where, great tech companies are being built. Governments do have a role to play, right? I would say Australia maybe has been a little bit, say, quieter when it comes to doing business in Vietnam. And I think maybe it's the Australian way to be, here quietly contributing. But I think now is the time to make some noise, right? Really demonstrate and show Vietnam what Australia has to offer, our genuine interest in doing business here, and the potential that can be achieved from these partnerships. Vietnam is full of surprises. It is an exciting playing field for technology adoption, consumer tech, and I think that's something that I wish more Australians knew.